guys. Okay, that happened. But anyways, um, don't judge me. I'm making a video, you biatch.
What?
Look at the senpai. Look at him, majestic senpai. Senpai. I don't even know. I don't even know if I got you in the freaking screen. Deal with it. So yeah, I am in my bedroom that I share with my brother, and I'm on the top bunk. Yeah. I don't even know why I'm recording right now. But anyway, I guess I just like to make this a little bit of an update, I guess. Since the last time that we've been face-to-face talk was the update please watch, and even that it wasn't really face-to-face time. And then, you know, the Charlie video, it's just a weird video that I just decided to make. It wasn't really face-to-face time. So anyways, yeah, the real face-to-face time that we had, I keep on saying face-to-face, this sucks. But anyway, the real one was like the update of sadness thing, and that was like 3 freaking weeks ago. So I just decided, you know what, fuck it, let's make another one. But I have not been doing any better since the last time I uploaded something. I don't really know if I really want to go into detail with this yet, but I've been like, you know, hurting myself a lot more. Probably even more like when I would like cut my wrists every freaking day. It's like gonna slowly escalate. But so far I have not gone deep enough to bleed yet. Right now I'm just doing weird shit. And like, if you guys like, yeah, you guys won't know this because I put the update on hidden. On the journals on there, I got a little like critic, I guess I could call him. Like he's starting to like really question if our experiences are true or not, and he's like putting up freaking facts and shit about this, which I personally think he could have made up, even though he did like point out some things and I cleared him up because Static and I already like let some people know, well, the people that read what we updated know. I think that's how I should say it, I don't know. But anyways, in my opinion, he's been a little bit sexist. I'm pulling up what he said so that I can like be sure of what happened. I'm not gonna say his name because, you know, since I was a safe school ambassador, all of the rules all of the rules that we had to follow is kind of sticking with me. So yeah, like confidentiality and shit like that. But anyways, so this is what he said. So we like got in laugh. That's a new word. Okay. But anyway, we started off. So he messaged me first, asking me if he can ask a few questions. I said, okay, whatever. I don't have anything better to do. And then he said, when did this start, and why would Slender choose a female who's probably only has so much muscle as a proxy? If I were to choose a follower to obey and frighten my enemies, I would choose someone who's tall and strong. So I'm curious as to why the Slender Man chose someone who's most likely of average and, at least in my opinion, from how you wrote, childish. Okay, so the true part that I found as sexist was when he kind of said that females can't be as strong or as scary as males. So that's also why I kind of want to switch genders. It's because everyone underestimates the females, the women of the house, the bearer of the children. I just don't get it. Like, this goes out for like everybody. Don't be a fucking stereotype because they're annoying as hell. So now that that's got out of the way, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, so let me just bring up some real life women that, in my opinion, are just as strong, if not stronger, as males, or the average male. I don't know how to word this, but Bethany Hamilton. If you guys don't know her, then I don't know who the fuck you are. But anyway, she lives in Hawaii. I forgot which island, but she's a shark attack survivor. She got her whole entire, I think, left arm. I don't know. I forgot which one, but it got bitten off by a tiger shark, I believe. And she went through surgeries, I think through some therapy. And here's the thing, she was a big ass surfer girl. So if you take away her arm, then that's pretty much like taken away. It's sort of like taking away your soul, I guess. I guess I can word it that way. I don't know. But anyways, I think she went through rehab. She tried out a prosthetic arm, and that didn't work. She couldn't get on her board with the prosthetic arm, so she took that shit off. So she started to work out really fucking hard until she was able to get back up on her board and surf like how she normally surfed with her arm. Except she had to make like a couple changes since, you know, her weight is a little bit off balanced and all that. Did you guys ever hear about the strongest grandma in the world? Did you? Damn, sorry grandma, jeez, I was trying to help you. And now finally Malala. Since, you know, she was shot by the Taliban because she wanted to go to school and get an all-girls education. So she was shot in the head. Well, you guys should know her story, but now she's really freaking famous. Damn. If you don't know her story, then damn, what's wrong with you? Watch the freaking news. Damn. The news can be awesome. But anyways, so she got shot in the head. I think she went into a coma for a few days, and she woke up in the hospital. She couldn't speak, so she had to write out on a board, and even then she was like having trouble writing out the words, I think. Bet Chippy. But anyways, I don't know why I showed Chippy, but whatever. I'm drunk. So Malala went through rehab, and she had to relearn some things, I think. I don't know. It's been a year since I read her book, so I think she had to relearn a couple things, and then she made her own little, I think with the help of others, but she made her little charity thingy. I don't know what it's called. Whatever, I think I'll use charity for now until I find out the real word, if I find out the real word. So she did that. She raised money to help get at least a few girls, or most of the community's girls, to get an education. So yeah. And then back to the journal and the guy, the sexist man. That's what I'm gonna call him, the sexist man. But anyways, he really wasn't reading the actual journal. He was like skimming through it. And then he asked all these crazy ass questions that Static and I have already gone over in the journal, or we've cleared up some things. So I'm just like, god damn it, just read the fucking journal before you ask us questions. If you have a question on maybe a couple of entries in the journal, okay, ask us those, but don't just skim through the whole entire journal, or whatever the hell section you read, and then ask us lots of questions that we have already covered, okay? Okay, let me just take this one thing for an example. So, instead of using the whole entire freaking term slender sickness, Static and I use, this term. And then he asks what it is. We've cleared that shit up in the journal. And then when I tell him, he says that it's an odd way of saying it. How? First S, slender. Second S, sickness. Slender, sickness, biatch. But Static actually likes him because they have things in common, so I can't really talk too much shit about him. I can do about it. So many things I'm keeping inside. So now the commenter thinks that Static and I are lying about our experiences because the evidence that he has and then the experiences that we have don't freaking mix. So now he thinks we're lying. So, god damn it. Are you going through slender sickness? No, you ain't. You ain't going through slender sickness, so why should you accuse us of lying? So, I know lots of people think we're lying because they don't believe in the creepypastas, they don't believe in proxies, they don't believe in Dia Grossman. So, I'm really used to this, but when one person just skims through the journal, comes up with all these, this little evidence, and then presents it to us like, and then accuses us of lying because his evidence, or her evidence, I don't really care what gender they are, and then our experiences don't mix. Ugh. Why? So I'm just like, god damn it, just fucking read, okay? Just read. I got a little close there, sorry. Now see, this is why Iggy Azalea can't come up with all those good raps during a freestyle. It's the truth, okay? It's why people are failing language arts, or English, I don't care what the hell you call it.